dear FBA sellers, you know FBA has hidden charges, and you hire someone or a company to claim your losses using the API-based services. So this really is going to tell you what you really sign up for and what you actually got. So you will change your mind after watching this video. Let's go on. So FBA has hidden losses. We all know that. So you sign up for software online or some kind of services. So what they do is they use API to do this work. So they're going to ask you for this. They're going to ask you for the Amazon merchant IDs, marketplace ID, access ID, security access ID, and so on and so forth. So you're going to provide this to them, and then you have to go to your Seller Central and authorize them as a developer to access your Amazon Seller Central. So once you give them everything, and they say it's totally free, give us this, and sign up for it, and we can do the work for you, and you get money back, lay back, and enjoy life. So once you sign up for this, you lose all your privacy, I must say. It's quite simple because Amazon doesn't have any limitations for this kind of API services. So it's once you sign up for it, you lose all the privacy. They know who you are, they know what you are selling, they know who you are selling to, and they know your sales every day. Okay, they're hacking your system 24/7. So the only way to stop this is to stop their service. Not only have to stop their service, you have to go to Amazon Seller Central and tell Amazon to stop their access to your Seller Central. Because even if you sign off their service, they still have access if you don't tell Amazon. Okay? So see if I'm telling the truth or not, it's very simple to test it. You just ask Amazon. So can I limit access of this API third-party developers? The short answer is no from Amazon. You can try that. Or you can ask this developer directly. So can I limit what you can see and what you can do? Probably they will say no. Okay. So you have no limitations to them. You have no privacy to them. Not only you don't have privacy, you're going to lose some money, and also you're going to lose a lot. I'm going to tell you after this slide. Okay. So first of all, we have to tell you there are generally two kinds of major services on the market. So one is these API-based services. They use robot. So they use software to do everything, and they use software to open cases, software to answer cases. But this is probably the worst service you can get for this job. Okay, the worst service for this job. Because you can lose all the privacy, and also the robot cannot communicate with Amazon seller service guy very well, so they can be tricked easily, and you're gonna end up losing more money and get less money back. Okay, I'm gonna talk in details in the following slide about this. The next one is the human-based services. Human-based services are better because they use human to communicate with Amazon Seller Central service guys, so that they can have a higher chance of getting money back. And based on how they access your data and communicate with Amazon, there are API access and user access. So API access is the worst, so you have no privacy and security. User access is a little bit better because you can control what they can see in your user. So for example, here, your Seller Central, if you authorize a user to see your account, you can limit what they can see, and you can limit what they can edit. Okay, so here you have all kinds of categories you can modify. But API based, you don't have any way to limit them, so it's the worst. But user based is a little bit better. But all these two, they have to access your account somehow, so they have limitations. So our service, we call it indirect service. So we don't have to access your account. We don't have to communicate with Amazon directly. We communicate with Amazon through you. So this is the best service I can say on the market, comparing to the worst one here, the robot-based. So let's talk more about this robot-based problems. Okay. The major problem are listed here. So the first one is no privacy. So the robots uses API to hacking your system 24/7, so you have no privacy at all. Okay, so we'll talk about that. The other one is very low efficiency. So the robot cannot answer cases. This is the major problem. So for example, if you ask Amazon to pay you some money, so Amazon usually will not directly give you the money back. Okay, it's not that easy. It's not that simple. The Amazon seller service guys are like professionally trained not to reimburse you, so they cannot give you all kinds of like hardship to get the money back. So the robots cannot handle this job. The robot can only open cases. So many robots cannot answer cases at all. So you can take a look at all the cases the robots opened and see if they can answer it. The short answer is no, they cannot answer it at all. They just open a lot of cases, and if Amazon replies something, and they will just stop the case. That's it. So let's say if you have $100 loss, and you want to ask its money back by the robots open a case, and the Amazon service guy says, "What's going on? I don't understand. Oh, can you explain a little bit about this problem?" And so on and so forth. Then the robots cannot answer it at all. And then that's it. You're gonna lose this $100, okay, for sure. And maybe later on, the robot is gonna open another case for the same reason again. But the Amazon can just say the same thing again, and you never get the money back. So after 18 months, it's completely and permanently lost. Okay. So this is a major problem. So they cannot answer cases. And the other problem is they open tons of cases and download tons of reports. Because they're hacking your system 24/7, so they probably they will download all reports every day at least once. So you can abuse this part of your server, right? And also they're going to open tons of cases. The reason why is their algorithm is quite primitive. They are based on events. So for example, if you in the last 100 days, you lost one item for the one SKU every day. Okay, so you lost 100 items in total, right? You can just open one case, ask them to pay the loss of 100 items. Just open one case. But if you ask robots to do this job, they're gonna open one case every day in the last 100 days. So you're gonna end up with 100 cases, and that 100 cases, maybe 20% of them got reimbursed. So very low efficiency, abusive of cases, and what a mess. Okay, and also the robots can overcharge you for commission. This is a big issue. Let me explain it in details for you here. Okay, so let's say you have $1 million FBA sales last year. Okay, of that $1 million FBA sales, you probably suffered $40,000 warehouse loss, and half of it, $20,000, can be auto reimbursed by Amazon. Okay, the other half, if you don't ask for it, it's going to be lost forever. So that's what we talk about. So you need to get this money back by open cases yourself. Okay, so we call it, you need to manually reimburse yourself. Okay, ask Amazon to reimburse you. This is what you need to do. If you don't know how to do it yourself, you have to hire someone to do it. But you don't want to hire someone to do both for you. Okay, because this part is not necessary to be asked, because Amazon can reimburse you this part directly. You only need to ask for this part, right? So all other services, because they don't monitor your data every day, so they can open cases after a year to ask something lost a year before. So they don't have this problem. But API-based, robot-based services has this problem because it opens cases every day based on events. So, for example, if you lost one item yesterday, and Amazon found it today, okay, found it today, and it's like nothing happened, right? So you lost it yesterday and found it today, nothing happened, okay. So you don't have to ask Amazon to reimburse you for this one because it just disappeared for a day, okay. But if you use API-based service, API is going to open a case yesterday, saying that there's 1 unit lost, and Amazon will reimburse you for that item, and then the API-based robot is going to charge you commission for this event. But today they found the unit again. Amazon is going to charge you money back because they reimbursed you money, right? So they're going to charge you money back and give you the found unit. And will the robot reimburse you the overcharge commission? I don't know. So if they don't reimburse you the overcharge commission, so you're going to lose the commission, right? So it ends up like you're paying the robot twice for what you actually need them to do. They're doing the job twice, I should say. They're doing the job twice, but half of the job is not necessary. So they're gonna charge you twice. So you're gonna pay more. And this is the problem with it. So robots has all kinds of problems. So the worst service you can get. The truth is you can get the money back without losing privacy. That's the truth. And you can get the job done much more efficiently. You can use human to communicate with Amazon and get most money back. And you don't have to authorize this kind of like 24/7 access to your account forever, because you can just do this once a year. Okay, you can just do a check once a year, and usually it takes just 3 months to finish the process. So you only need to, if you want to give up your privacy, you only need to give up 3 months per year at the most. You don't have to give up this much, okay? And also you can pay less and get more money back. You can pay less because you don't have to be overcharged with commissions, and can get more money back because the higher the efficiency, the more money you can get back. Okay, so some of you may think that robots can do very well, you can lay back, so on and so forth. Actually, that's not right, because they only open cases that they are confident with. So which means it's like a huge amount of the losses are gone because you don't know about the details, and you only see how much money they get back, but you didn't see how much money they didn't. But I can see that, okay. And I must say that I can salvage your account easily. So it's very simple to test, because you can just give the robot stealed account to me, and I can tell you how much money you can still get back after the robot worked. Okay, and I can do it very well. Okay, so these are the truths. And what you really need to do is you really need to select human services. You don't play with robot service anymore. Okay, because human services has considerably higher efficiency. This is the most important part. And human services from here, API-based access service and user-based access service, to my unique indirect service, you can have much higher privacy and higher security. The API-based access human services are like this. So they access your accounts through API, so you have no privacy, very low security. But they use human to communicate with Amazon. So this solves this biggest problem that robots cannot answer questions. So you probably can get more money back. Or you can authorize a user for the company to use to access your account and deal with Amazon. So this one is better because you have variable security, because you can control what they can do, as I showed you before here. So you can control what the user can see and can edit. Okay, and so you have from low to high security based on what you give them, and very high efficiency because they use human service. And the best is indirect service, because all these tools, they have to hack in your system somehow. Okay. So if there's something wrong with your brain, they hack your system into your brain. But actually, you don't need to do this, because you only need to take an X-ray and see what's going on. So this is our indirect service works. We don't have to touch your brain inside. We don't have to break your skull and plug some units. You have very high privacy. You have very high security, and we use human. So to answer cases, so very high efficiency. I'm going to explain you much more about our indirect service. So all other services, okay, the way they communicate with Amazon is like this. So you give them access. So they communicate with Amazon. So once they access your Amazon seller account or by API or by user. So you have a data leak there, security breach there. Okay, Amazon communicates with them directly and so on and so forth, so they solve the problem this way. But you lose your security and privacy this way. So our indirect service doesn't need to access your account at all. So how it works is you're going to be the middleman between us and Amazon. So you're going to be the middleman to transfer data and messages. So for example, you give us the data and we process data, tell you you have to open cases with this and this and that, give you the information, and then you open the case yourself and in your Seller Central. And Amazon replies back to you, and you give us the reply. We process the reply again and give you the data. So we do it this way, circle again until we solve all the cases. So this way, we don't touch your Amazon Seller account at all. So you protect your privacy and you protect your security. What's more amazing is that we don't even need to know what you are selling. So you can trim your data to protect your business secrets. No other service can do this. Okay. So let me explain to you how we do this technically. Okay. So here is a general item. So for this MacBook, okay, you have SKU, FN SKU, and ASIN as identifiers in your system. Okay. From the ASIN, you can know what this item is. So if you give anyone the ASIN, they know what they're selling. But if you give them the SKU, they will not know it. Why? Because SKU is the coded item. So for example, for the same MacBook, I have seller 1, 2, 3. Okay, seller 1 is going to have a system generated code for this ABCD, indicates this item. Okay, seller 2 also has a system generated. It's called EFGH. And seller 3 named this item himself, and its code is Steve. And later on, seller 3 opened another listing of the same item and named it Jobs. So as you can see, the same MacBook, the same ASIN, but they have all kinds of different SKUs. And FBA SKU is for FBA based SKU. It's kind of like the same as SKU. It's the same rule. So you have different codes for the same item. So from ABCD, from EFG, from Steve, or from Jobs, can I know what they're selling? No, not at all. Only you and Amazon knows what it means. So this way, you can just delete all the ASIN in your data. Okay, and give us data with the SKU and FS SKU. So we have no idea what they're selling. We just do the calculation. We just earn the commissions. We don't need to know your business secrets. And this way, you protect your business secrets. So many other services, they may give you a very low rate. Actually, if I do the business their way, I can just charge you $0 because I can just sell you your data to someone and earn money that way. So what they do is they hack your system, get all your data out, and do a little bit of work. Who cares? You get money back or not? And charge you a little, and then sell the business secrets to someone and get money back that way. So this is the worst scenario you want to face. Okay, so if you use robot-based, API-based services, you lose all your security, and you lose all your privacy. You lose all these business secrets, and they make money that way probably. But we don't do that. We only aim for commissions. So we don't want to know what they're saying. We don't want to know what they're doing. So we just want to know how much loss we can get back for you and how much money we can earn from that. So the way we do it is you're going to give us trimmed data so we can do this for you. And also we provide all kinds of services, not just indirect service. We provide direct service too. So this user access based. So you can get user access based services from us. And if you want to just take some rest and don't want to commit too much labor for this kind of work, you can choose the user access services. So that way you can commit less labor and we can do the work for you. But you're going to lose some privacy and security somehow. But you still can limit that. It's much better than API based. So we have been in the business for years, and from the very beginning, we never used API-based service. So we don't want to hack in people's system and steal something from you. So we do this our way, and we provide very competitive commission rate. Um, I guarantee you that we don't charge more than others. If there's someone who charges only 8% for the loss they claim, that's probably they're feeding on your business secrets, not based on the how much money they want to get back for you. Okay, and also we provide a unique indirect service. Only us provide this kind of service because we're honest, and we provide all kinds of services, not just indirect. We also provide direct services. And our records, our highest claim is $60,000 for a customer, yeah, so far, and I claim back $12,000 for a single SKU for one customer. Okay, so far we have no suspension or warning from Amazon for cases opened, so you can feel safe to use our service. And we don't open tons of cases. We don't have download tons of reports every day. We just need it once a year. Okay, once a year. You can only need to do this once a year, and takes sometimes from 1 month to 3 months to finish the job. So you don't have to give us access to your account 24/7. And also, we run a free course for you before we do the service for you. Okay, so you can just go to our website. It's this one, www.fba.org, and register an account. And you will see the YouTube video instructions to tell you how to do it, and we will get the data and tell you how much money Amazon owes you, how much money we can get back for you. Okay, and this is totally free. So once we finish this part, you can choose a service, and we can start getting money back. So it's not like the other services; they're gonna ask you all kinds of permissions to access your account first, and then do everything. We don't need that. We just need the data. Okay. And there's more contact information if you want to use our service. So we are FBA Corporation. Our website is this one, www.fba.org. And also you can contact me by email. It's fbaagentcorp@gmail.com. So there's another YouTube videos going to tell you what exactly FBA losses is in details. It's called FBA attrition. You can check this YouTube video. Okay, or you can go to Facebook to see our website there. But the website, this one is much more clear. Okay, and I'm gonna leave this page on for a few seconds. So if you really want to use our service, you can choose. And that's it. Thank you very much.